And each of us, starting tomorrow, under Lieutenant Howard Hunter, will commence massive defoliation. Yes, people, it is an election year. Backups this AM: Bates, Coffee, Regan, Phillips, Ballantyne, Brewster. Item 14 is a cautionary tale concerning last evening's full moon. Or rather, a pale and reportedly pockmarked imitation thereof, which appeared on a front yard in Pittsfield shortly after the 1 a.m. conclusion of Officer Mel Sandowski's bachelor soiree. Shocked to see the famed celestial provocateur in such exotic close-up, a Mrs. Friedkin from across the street called the county sheriff's office, which proceeded to arrest Hill Street's own planetary adventurer, Andrew J. Ranko, on charges of public exposure. Sit down. We've seen it. After several phone calls, Captain Ferrillo reluctantly admitted ownership of the officer gone amok. And he was released OR. The charges were subsequently dropped, not as precipitously as the pants, but nonetheless. End of cautionary tale. Item last, on a more somber note. Midtown Lieutenant Jack Dunleavy's daughter, Kathleen, was raped and knifed shortly after 2 a.m. in a parking lot of Mercy Hospital, where she's a nurse. A rather sketchy description: a large Caucasian male with light brown hair is about it. But forensics match the Valdez rape homicide and the Pellegrini rape assault of last week. Dunleavy's put 28 years into this department, and as far as I know, is universally beloved. His wife died 3 years ago, and this is his only kid. So let's put a star next to this one, huh? All right, that's it. Let's roll, and let's be careful out there.
An obscene gesture. It was a friendly gesture directed at my friend Mel Sandowski on his departure. And the authorities... Yes, sir.
My office. I hear you like motorcycles.
Yes, sir. I got a big hog at home.
Good. Fresh air?
Motor patrol, Cap. You gonna put me out there in a Harley with big boys?
Close. 2 wheels, but I was thinking more of a Vespa.
That's a scooter, Captain. Scooters are for women.
No, it's not for women, Ranko. It's for issuing parking tickets. You write up a book of these a day, 20 a month, and then we'll talk.
Captain, sir, don't you think you might be overreacting just a little bit?
Overreacting? I'm in perfectly good humor. I'm always in good humor when the sheriff's department phones me at 1:30 in the morning. I'm always in good humor when one of my men demeans the badge. That's all, Ranko.
Yes, sir. Sir, what about Bobby Hill?
He'll be temporarily assigned with Tatalia. Good day, officer.
Surplus store, corner People's Drive, 124th Street.
See you in a minute, Frank.
Yeah, come on in, Jack. How you doing?
Good as can be expected, I guess.
The latest on Kathleen sounds better. We're all grateful she seems to be out of danger.
What have you got on this one, Frank?
Come on, you know the book, Jack. Your family is the victim. I can't.
Please, Frank, you gotta let me in here. I know what happens after 12 hours, after a day or two goes by. I'm not gonna let that happen this time.
8 men on the case full time. It's absolutely top priority. I'm sorry. I hope you'll understand.
She's my only, Frank. I see her in there with all those tubes.
We'll get him,
All
Jack.
smashed up. Now, you got a kid of your own, Frank. What would you do?
Frank. Oh, excuse me. Chief Daniels is waiting for you and Howard in his car.
I have to go. Please give us room to work. Ray, you want to copy the 417s and all the pink sheets and then get phone numbers where he can be reached? You beat the hospital?
I just want to catch that animal, you know? That's what I feel inside. I want to catch him, and I want to... Oh, Kathleen.
I told you we'll give it our all and we'll get it.
On this single block alone, you figure a drug transaction every 7 minutes. Felonious violence 40 times a week. Have 8 or 10 major brand names of heroin openly available for the asking. One of the popular ones is named the Chief. Chief?
You know, Forbes, you hear stats like that, the weight feels good.
Sir?
I'm packing the old S&W 38 today, Howard.
Sir, it's nice to have you come around. Here is 1737 Decker. Now, this is locally known as the Black Hole of the Hill. It's the worst shooting gallery in the city, Chief. Open for your inspection. I had a few of the eaters do a little carpet sweeping an hour ago.
I kind of like to have a little look-see. How about you, Forbes?
Remington. Well, what do you think, old sport? Is the chief about to approve the most massive inner-city house cleaning since we put it to those geeks in Haiphong Harbor, or am I Herbert Hoover?
Nice imagery, Howard.
Oh, come on, Frank. Give an old leader a break. This could be my shot at a captaincy. All units report. Have you been fired on? What the hell's going on? Who's all right?
The chief!
must have stuck his hand in a nest or
Cool,
something.
yeah. He got off 6 rounds from his own revolver.
Listen, Nick. Nothing to worry about. I think I winged the little bugger in the left haunch there.
There were drops of blood, so you definitely scored a hit.
Yeah.
Just a nick, Chief. But just a nick raises a specter of rat fever, plague.
I want this building sealed off. I want animal control notified. I want 10 of our own men to assist. I want that rat found and delivered to the Department of Health for testing.
Chief, there are probably 1,000
Oh,
rodents
damn
in
it,
this
Howard, I
hospital.
told you that I put a 38 into his hindquarters. If that's not a cross painted on his back, I don't...
Right on it, Chief.
Come on, you gotta be kidding me. Benedetto Division Base.
I'm sorry there, Detective Benedetto, but I would have trashed this if you would have showed up 2 minutes ago, but as it is, I've been writing it, so I'm afraid I have to be responsible for it.
What, are you making me laugh? I get 50 of these taken care of a year.
Well, then take care of it. I guess I get you for littering now, couldn't I?
You know what you are? You're a fat punk on a scooter.
Looks like you have an equipment problem there, brother.
So do you.
Well, my friend.
Come on, right here. I'm gonna kick your butt right in your uniform.
I'll tell you what. I got a job to finish today. If you want a piece of me, I'll be at Mulligan's after 6 tonight.
I know Pete's death was pretty rough on you. You ever thought about quitting or leaving?
I worked too hard to get here. You know, I never kidded myself about what this job could be. And it happened. And it was rotten luck. Here, look at that.
That's pretty obvious. Okay. I'll write this one up.
Why isn't it registration?
It's my uncle's car. I don't know why he...
Bobby's got a gun.
Hold it right there.
It ain't my car. It ain't my gun.
Just get out the car. Slowly now.
I swear. It ain't my gun, I swear.
Come on.
Guys, my uncle, John Robert, he's got a permit. What are you doing?
Kathleen Dunleavy. All right, pal. Got some explaining to do here.
You could just stick a fork in me now, Jack, 'cause I'm done.
Hi.
Nancy McCoy, Office of Corrections. I was told that you're holding Leonard Smithers.
Captain Ferrillo. Yes. He hasn't exactly been a model of cooperation. I could use your
I heard
help.
you got somebody.
No. No suspects yet, Jack.
Somebody who had my daughter's card. Let me see him. Let me talk to him.
It's being handled. You'll get everything as it comes in.
Damn it, Frank. She's my kid. Give me 2 minutes with him.
No, Jack. I've got it. You have my complete sympathy for everything that's happened, but you can't do anything here but hinder us and hurt yourself.
Get him, Frank.
How much do you know about the Don Levy situation?
I know about Smithers and Kathleen Donleavy's credit card.
You won't tell us where he got it.
Then I think maybe we should go talk to him.
Sergeant Goldblum?
Lieutenant Goldblum, what can I do for you?
Well, the man at the desk said I should talk to you. I want you to arrest this guy I know.
What? What's he done?
He killed my cat. It's against the law to kill somebody's cat, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Did you actually see him do it?
But I know it's him. He used to be my boyfriend.
Okay, what's your name and address, miss?
Mary Hicks. I live at 41...
Whoa. Yeah.
41 Decker. I'm a waitress.
And your boyfriend?
He used to be my boyfriend. I only knew him for a couple of weeks, and he started acting crazy. I couldn't talk to anybody without him calling me a tramp. So I told him I didn't want to see him anymore, but he won't leave me alone.
His name?
Richard Brady. He's a mechanic at Solly's Automotive Service.
Mary, I don't think there's anything we can do about your cat. Not if there weren't any witnesses. It could have been struck by a car.
He left it hanging in front of my door. He wanted to make sure that I saw it. He follows me home from night school. He calls me up in the middle of the night. He says that I'm his girl no matter what. I think he wants to kill me.
Has he ever assaulted you, forced his way into your home, or made any kind of threat?
Oh, he grabbed me once by the arm.
But he's never physically hurt you or said he's going to kill you?
No.
Okay. Mary, I'm going to be assigning you what we call a case number. Now, if Mr. Brady ever makes any kind of overt threat, I want you to call the police dispatch. The number's right there. And you'll get immediate assistance.
That's it?
Well, I wish there was more that we could do, but from what you've told me, he hasn't broken any laws. There's nothing we can arrest him with.
But what about me? What do I do?
Change your phone number, lock on your door. You can move.
But I haven't done anything wrong. Why can't you just tell him to leave me alone?
Mary, unless he actually...
He killed my cat!
I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do.
You want to tell me about the young lady's credit card?
Found it in an alley.
You know something, Smitty. You're about the best parolee I've had in a very long time.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. You keep your appointments, and you do very good in your job. In fact, I was going to recommend to the board that we cut you back to 1 visit a month.
Okay, Miss Sam.
Be a shame if you had to go back to prison.
But I didn't do nothing. That was my uncle's gun. It was his car.
Smitty, nobody cares about the car or the gun. A cop's daughter was raped.
They know I had nothing to do with that.
You had her card. And you're withholding information on where you got it. Now, they can make you a part of that.
I got a lawyer coming. You can't do this to me.
Lawyers don't figure in this. Smitty, if you want to help yourself, you've got to help these men find the man who did it. Otherwise, it's back to prison in 10 days.
Maybe I could get hurt if I said something.
Nobody's going to know. Isn't that right, Captain?
That's right.
Okay, it was Martin White. I got the card from Martin White.
Move him in the boat. Ray, pull the file on a Martin White. Put his photo together with 4 or 5 others. Take them down to Kathleen Downlevy at the hospital. I want a photo ID.
All right, Frank.
Do you think you can get Smitty released as soon as possible? He's just a sweetie.
I'll see to it. You do good work, Miss McCoy.
Feeling is mutual, Captain. If you ever have trouble with one of my boys again, just give me a call. I'm in the book.
Copy, Bates. Your presence is requested to assist in a public disturbance call at 714 North Park. Possible weapons discharge.
I don't know. The guy's always been so nice, but I swear it was a gunshot. It was right here.
Oh, there's 2 of you. Good.
Mr. Petrakis, we're from the police department.
Yes, I know. Has it started yet?
Has what started?
Chaos. Chaos in the streets. See, I've been monitoring all morning on the shortwave, and all I could get is a food riot in Botswana.
Mr. Petrakis, we're gonna have to come in and look at the premises.
I knew they'd listen to me sooner or later. Okay. Listen, I can only open the door for 20 seconds, not a fraction longer. So you're gonna have to slip in as fast as you can, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, quick, come on. All right. Huh? Okay, what do you think?
We got our discharge right here, huh?
Oh, yes. See, that was the 9mm. It went off, while I was cleaning it. See, look, it didn't even dent the wall. Look. Oh, yeah. Did you know that I can make 7 pair of shoes out of that old white wall? Bet you never thought of that, huh? And look, see? Ultraviolet rays. The body can't manufacture vitamin D without it. I can go months without seeing the sun. And when I put in air vents just last week. They're up on the roof, disguised as badminton poles. Badminton poles, pretty good.
You mind telling me what the hell you're talking about? I mean, what is all this stuff?
What? What do you mean? You mean you're not here about my report? See, I sent it to all the precincts in the city. I sent diagrams, maps, contingency plans. Well, good Lord, man, society is strangling on its own internal poisons. I mean, the whole shuddering mess is getting ready to fall at our feet. And the only ones that are going to survive are those who have planned for it. Okay? Me.
Joe, he's got dynamite.
Of course I have dynamite. How do you expect me to defend myself with just 14 firearms and 3,000 rounds of ammo? What?
For possession of illegal
I don't understand that. I don't know. Listen, I'm trying to help you people by example, see? Okay.
Keep your hands up there.
Okay. Listen, I've thought of everything. I thought of defense, mobility, communication, entertainment, sanitation. All right, look over there. See, I have a 50-megawatt generator. I have $10,000 in gold sovereigns. And look, see? Look. I have the Encyclopedia Britannica. Complete set with the yearbooks. I've even devised a plan to repopulate society by propagating myself to the power of 10. Okay?
Oh, yeah, how?
Joe, I think I know how.
See, I'm only lacking one thing. I need 50 good women.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Mrs. Baker, please come to admitting. Mrs. Baker, please
What do you want?
Officers Hill and Tattaglia, Lieutenant Don Levy. We're working on an investigation. We'd like to talk with your daughter.
Why? What have you got?
If we could just have a moment with us, sir.
You mean without the old man around? Well, maybe she doesn't want me to leave. Maybe I'm going to stay whether you like it or not.
Daddy, it's okay.
All right, baby. If you say it's okay, I'm going to be right outside if you need me.
You come back when they're done.
You bet. Don't let them weigh you down. Go easy on them.
Kathleen, I have 5 pictures to show you. They're of different men. If you see the man who hurt you, I want you to point to him, okay? Kathleen, if you could look at all the pictures.
I saw him. It was the 4th one.
Please, if you could point to him.
Oh, God.
It's all right, baby. Your daddy's here.
Daddy.
Your daddy's here. Your daddy's here. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. That's all right. She got him, didn't she? She got him. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
In your urban areas, you got 2 basic types of vermin. You got your Norway rats, you got your wharf rats. Those are the plague-carrying, baby-biting, basement-inhabiting type of rats, which we happen to be trapping right here.
Farley's wife makes the bait in her kitchen. Wilma. Yes, she does.
Yes, she does. Popcorn, cheese whiz, and peanut butter. They just can't get enough of it.
There's 2 more, Farley. There's 2 more.
Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, but look, you figure this is gonna take long, Farley?
Well, now, that's hard to say. A day, maybe 2, maybe a week, maybe never. You know, I had this rat once as big as a hedgehog. He was biting some residents of a flop house over on 110th back in 62. Big sucker. I nicknamed him Bohannon. Boss rat.
Hey, Farley.
Damn, Toby, I'm trying to tell him about Bohannon.
Well, we're all out of traps, Farley.
Well, why don't we go to the truck and get some, Toby?
That's a good idea, Farley.
You guys just hold the fort here while me and Toby go to the truck. Come on, Toby. Well, you're embarrassing, Toby.
You know, I got 3 years in college, Neil. I got 2 medals of valor, 3 citations for bravery, and after 12 years of dedicated service to my community, where do I find myself at the ripe old age of 36? I'm in some stinking ghetto boiler room chaperoning the Captain Ahab of the Rat Kingdom and his retarded first mate. Man, did you know that F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote The Great Gatsby by the time he was 29?
Oh, man. I remember this big, fat, ugly rat grinning at me through the slats in my crib when I was about 2 years old. Ooh, man, I can't handle this, J.D.
Man, you think this could really take a whole week?
Man, 10 million rodents in the big naked city, man. Hell, trying to find one particular rat with a 38 slug in his hindquarters, that may take almost a month. And then some.
Take it easy, man. Over here. Go. I'm going. Come on.
Oh. Ew, man, that's disgusting. Man, that sucker's gotta weigh at least 4 pounds, if an ounce.
Hey, man. Neil. What would you say if I told you that that's the bucket that got Daniels?
Hey, man, I say you was daydreaming, babe. I mean, that dude is clean in the hindquarters, see?
Yeah, he is. Look again, man.
Frank, I know you're busy, so I'll make this fast and to the point. It's about Frank Jr. Well, he came home early from school Tuesday, and he kind of caught me au naturel, if you know what I mean.
Hey, you're his mother. It's not the first time he's seen you like that.
It's the first time he's seen me like that with a naked judge.
Paul Grogan.
No, Sandra Day O'Connor. Of course it was Paul. We didn't expect him for 3 hours, but it seems that the furnace blew up at school and they sent the kids home early. And, when he heard me screaming, he must have thought I was being attacked by a burglar or something, and...
You were screaming?
And he got that boomerang that you gave him for Christmas out of his toy box, and then he came running into the bedroom. God, Frank, you should have seen the look on his little face when he saw it was Paul. Well, darn it! Paul was having his rugs shampooed, and hotels are so expensive, and... Well, how was I to know that damn furnace would blow up?
As I recall, Faye, you ranted at me for a full week last year for a similar transgression.
That was different. Don't you start with me, Buster. You have absolutely no idea how difficult it is for a divorced mother to have a normal sexual relationship. What with tucking them in at night and getting them off to school in the morning and juggling babysitters.
You want me to have a talk with him?
I don't think he's in any mood to talk. I left over 8 messages on his answering service. He hasn't returned one of them.
Frank Jr. doesn't have an answering service, Faye.
I meant Paul. You see, after Frank Jr. hit him with the boomerang, he locked himself in the bathroom. And Paul and I had a rather heated discussion on child rearing. He's got me out of his life, Frank.
Tell you what. I'll have a talk with Frank Jr. You take care of his honor.
How? I can't even get him on the phone.
Well, can your insurance rates handle another traffic court appearance? Just kidding. Yeah, Farillo. Hold on a minute. Faye, I really have a lot of work to do here. I'm sure you'll think of something.
Hey, Mick, got an address on the rape suspect. Here. Take Tattaglia, Coffee, Bates, Hill. That's backups, huh?
Lieutenant Goldblum. He was waiting for me when I got home. And he stopped me on the street, and that's when he showed me the knife. It was like a hunting knife.
Did he pull out the blade, Mary? Did he take the knife out of the sheath?
No, not really. I mean, he didn't actually. He just held it in front of me really weird-like and started talking. He said that he bought it especially for me and how sharp it was and how he was going to give it to me sometime as a present. And he just stared at me the whole time, kind of smiling, and said that it was going to be a surprise. He's got to be locked up, Lieutenant, please. I mean, he wants to kill me, I know it.
Mary, the DA would throw it out in 2 minutes. He'd be out on the street in 5, even angrier than he is now. I know you don't want that.
What can you do?
I can never talk with him. Do you want me to talk to him?
Where'd you get your dang license, lady? Out the bottom of some box of crunchy granola? Oh, hello there, Mrs. Farilla.
Come on. Are you going to give me a ticket or what?
No, ma'am, I am not.
Why not?
Oh, I've had enough problems with your ex-husband today. I see I'm sort of on his list this week, so if it's all the same to you, I'll just consider that light that you ran to still be amber.
It was red, Renko. I made an illegal left-hand turn between 4 and 7, and I made an illegal U-turn. Now, come on, give me the ticket.
You want a ticket?
Yes.
Ma'am, may I ask you why it is that you would want a ticket?
Because I want to go to court to fight it.
You want to go to court and fight it?
Yes.
Well, how about if I don't give you a ticket, then you don't have to go to court and fight nothing.
Listen, mister, I got a 5 o'clock manicure, so you just start writing that ticket.
Richard Brady?
Yeah?
Lieutenant Henry Goldblum, Hill Street.
Boy, one unpaid parking ticket. You guys send out the big guns.
I'm afraid it's a bit more serious than that, son. I'd like to talk with you about Mary Hicks.
What about? Is she all right?
Well, actually, she's presently upset, Richard. She's filed a complaint about you.
About me? Should have guessed. You know, Lieutenant, some girls really don't know how to handle rejection. I moved out on her about 2 weeks ago. And ever since then, she's made life a living hell for me. She's been calling me up at work, home, even in the middle of the night.
According to Miss Hicks, it was she who asked you to move out. According to Miss Hicks, you were harassing her.
Let me tell you something, Lieutenant. Mary's a really nice girl, I mean that. She's got some really fine qualities. But telling the truth, they ain't one of them.
She said you stopped her in front of her house this afternoon and threatened her with a hunting knife.
And you believe that garbage? You want to know the truth? I stopped by her place for about 2 minutes to pick up this lousy light over here. And when she started getting more weird with me, I split. I'm telling you, man, the girl's a little warped upstairs. I moved out on her.
Then there's no reason for you to be having any further contact with her.
Why don't you tell her that, pal? She's the one that's got the problem.
Thank you for your time, Richard.
Hey. Are you putting it to her? Is that it? She getting a little cop action on the side?
Just stay away from her.
You got grounds for an arrest, you go for it, pal. Otherwise, fuck the hell out, you hear me?
Somebody want to get some cuffs out, please? Got him? Yeah!
That's a wacky survivalist analysis. What are we, the Suicide Squad?
Piece of cake, Luce.
The charges against you are significant, Mr. Petrakis. But your record's clean, and you've pretty much been a model citizen in a lot of ways. I can probably get you probation and a fine.
Listen, they've confiscated my weapons. I need my weapons.
Did you have permits for any of them?
Permits? All right, what good is paper going to be when people start looting and burning the town halls?
Your preliminary is scheduled for 9:30 tomorrow morning with Judge Marshall.
Listen, my life is in danger in this building. Can't you see that? I mean... Oh... See, it's vulnerable to attack from the north side. See, they could come in the ducts. All right, it's obvious that no one has planned for the unthinkable around here.
Mr. Petrakis, you're charged with 15 felony counts, any one of which can put you in jail for a year. If you cooperate with me, there's a chance you'll go home with nothing more than a slap on the wrist. But if you insist on behaving the way you have been, if you keep talking on and rambling, paranoid fantasies...
Do you know what's missing? Do you know what's missing in modern man? I'm going to tell you what's missing in modern man is not the will to survive, but the very idea to survive. Don't you... Okay, all right. Let's just say you get in your car and you drive out to the desert. It breaks down 30 miles from the nearest water. It's 105 degrees in the shade. And you have nothing with you but what you had in your pockets when you first got in your car. All right, question. How do you survive?
First, I'd stay with the car, wait for night. Then I'd siphon off gasoline from the tank and set the spare on fire. Nice black oily smoke, just in case somebody might see it. I wouldn't take cover from the sun in the car too exposed. I'd get under it, close it off with rags, sand, anything. I'd save my urine to cool my exposed skin and do what I could to get some sleep. At sundown, I'd tear the fabric off the car seats for protection against the night cold. Then start cross-country using the North Star as a guide. I'd keep a nice, even pace so I wouldn't get blisters or maybe sprain an ankle in the dark. Now you tell me, mister, what you're going to do to keep yourself alive in that courtroom tomorrow morning.
You're the first.
The first what?
The first of 50 women destined to perpetuate the species and save civilization as we know it. You see, I have this refrigerator at home.
Get on down. I'm knocking it.
The Don Levy perpetrator?
Yes, sir.
You people are batting 1,000 today.
Thank you.
Guru? Howard?
Chief, it was good to see you back out on the street, sir.
Thank you, Howard. Feeling great. Ah, Frank.
Chief?
Want to give your man an attaboy, Frank. Want to do it in front of him. Man stepped on his private parts so often. When he does something right, we ought to be...
Sir.
Well, good for you, John LaRue.
Thank you, sir.
Did you follow the trail of blood? Was that how you found the...
Oh, the rat. Yeah, it was. It was the one, definitely. The sucker was limping like crazy.
I knew I winged the bugger.
Excuse me. We just got word from the health department, Chief.
Ray, that cannot be an accurate report.
What report? The laboratory says that the rat that bit you was rabid. Rabid?
It's highly unlikely. Hydrophobia is the next thing to being eliminated, in addition to which it's only carried by creatures of the wild. Unless this rodent was a commuter.
The laboratory says you are to begin injections immediately, Chief. Time is very important.
Injections?
Used to be 14 of them right into the solar plexus with a needle about that long. It was like a pole vault.
Howard.
Of course, things may have improved by now.
8 needles. Ever since I was a little boy.
Well, that's my point. They should re-autopsy that rat. I mean, putting a man like this through that sort of pain.
Where am I supposed to go?
They have taken the vaccine to your doctor. He's waiting for you at his office.
Hello?
Better safe than sorry. Hell of a note, eh, Frank?
Hell of a note, Chief.
You saved my life, Lou.
My pleasure, sir.
Check your gun, Lieutenant.
Here you got that rape picture, huh?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Hi, Jack.
Got him, huh, Frank?
Yeah, we got him. Just give the whole thing to Phil. All right?
Hi, Jack. Give you a fight?
A little bit. How's Kathleen feeling?
She's had a shot. She's had a trauma.
Why don't you stay with her, Jack? Nothing for you here.
We've both had a trauma. This is what Father Driscoll tries to explain. We've had an assault on our flesh and our spirit. It's going to take us time to get over it.
How long has it been since you slept?
This is a beautiful girl. This was a beautiful girl. I could show you communion pictures. You'd say, who's that little angel there? Seriously. No, I'm serious, Frank. You'd say, who's that little angel there?
Why don't you go home, Jack?
Oh, yeah, I gotta go. I'm not any good to her without my strength.
That's right.
That's what the Father wants me to realize.
God, it's the survival.
Poor jerk shot the wrong guy.
Hey, how about that survivalist guy?
Trackus?
You know, it's like one time we went to visit my uncle's grave. A couple of stones down, there was this inscription. Now will you believe I'm sick?
What's the connection?
This guy's been telling everybody how dangerous life is, and he gets blown away in jail. Cut it out. You know what I'm talking about.
Bluetooth.
Thank you.
So what do you think? You like the place?
Thanks.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a place to go. Have a few brewskis, decompress.
Ooh, I ordered rye. She gave me the wrong shot.
She's kind of the Jack Donlevy of barmaids, huh?
Is that your idea of a sense of humor? I mean, that's a real
funny.
sick remark.
Okay, but funny.
Hey, does Belker ever come in here?
No, he pretty much keeps to himself.
Hey, what you doing?
Hi, Mac.
Hey, how you doing? Sit down.
Yeah.
You want a drink?
Yeah. I'll have a beer.
Should be right back.
Hey, Robin, I told you this was a great place, huh? What, do we had a quorum now?
How you doing?
Good.
Hey, Angel, another draw over here.
$6 Mr. Benedetto. What do you want?
Look, maybe I got a little excited this morning, you know, and maybe you being a cop and all, I could have figured somewhere to eat that ticket. Look, I got a problem, Mr. Benedetto. I'm trying to get my emotional age up to the double digits.
Hey, when do you wet yourself, huh? When you tell me about your
Trying
bad
to get
heart?
us disengaged,
Listen,
buddy.
you're a fat-mouthed faggot, and I'm gonna take your head off.
Outside. One of these days, I'm gonna learn to offend a better class of people.
Sucker me, man.
Yeah? Tell me about it, huh? Write me a letter. All right, country. You want to give me another ticket?
Frank? I've been invited to interview for a job.
Wonderful. What is it?
With the Justice Department. I have to fly down to Washington tomorrow afternoon.
It's kind of sudden, isn't it?
It only just came up this morning. Clark's very excited about it. He says they have to fill the position by Monday. I wasn't sure I could work out the logistics. In a ghoulish way, that poor survivalist getting killed cleared the decks for me.
Who's Clark?
I told you about him. He taught me procedure in law school. Remember?
Yeah, I think so. You must have made quite an impression on him. I mean, for him to keep you in mind all this